Welcome and happy holidays from 2K Sports. It's time. Teams are evaluating Clark's statistics and reviewing performances in more detail, I think, than ever before.
I agree with you. I mean, the complexity of the reports is much more in depth than it ever has been, and with that comes an increased level of scrutiny and expectation.
And putting his opponents on notice, MP recently talked about winning his individual matchups, but not at the expense of the team. Some high-level goals indeed, guys.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, he's still all about winning games. He's not saying you should play hero ball. His point is that it helps your team when you're playing better than the guy in front of you. That'll be the focus for him tonight and should make for a fun contest.
So here's Miami's starting group. We've got Z. Bam Adebayo is out there with Jones. And there's Jackson. And now let's take it over to the sidelines for a bit on MP. DA.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, as you know, MP will be in a big-time battle down low tonight. You told me pregame, I know I have to perform tonight. We match up pretty well, but I'm ready to bring a little something extra. This should be a fun one watching them compete. Guys?
When he says that, bringing something extra, I am there. We'll be monitoring that closely. Now here's Jackson, currently averaging almost 6 points a game. Z. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time.
One of the things you've got to admire and respect about him is his aggressiveness at the offensive end, always in attack mode.
And Dwayne Wade is the first Heat player to be honored with the statue. And Greg, that's pretty significant for a very successful franchise.
And Kevin, well-deserved, right? D-Wade, the best player in franchise history. He helped bring 3 championships to the city, plus he's already got a street named after him. The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
And again, the Hornets missing to the paint, to the inside. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
And, you know, they need to stay aggressive here. Build the lead up while they've got the chance. Don't waste this opportunity.
Little passes to Trent. Hill with it. Ukocha, defended by Jones. And it's good, 2 points.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now here's Jones. Adebayo with a screen for Jones. Hill pulls it in.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time.
Here's Little, coming off a solid outing against Philadelphia. Shot clock at 6. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Little's got 5.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Here's C. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Charlotte's gone 1 or 2 from long range in the first quarter. Now here's Little, defended by Jones. Kennedy passes to Hill. Here's Ukocha. Another shot. And Jones sends it back. To the middle. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. And now the first timeout called here for the Hornets. They're coming off that win against Philadelphia.
Yeah, their long-range artillery hit the mark more often than not. A great equalizer when you're on the road.
They found their rhythm and kept piling it on. And a huge boost of confidence on the road for sure.
.119 left to play in the first quarter. Here's Stewart. Fudge grabs the rebound.
Boy, patrolling the paint well, protecting the rim, that's exactly the kind of defensive effort you need against him.
Shoots, and all around the rim that time before dropping in.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Buzella sets a screen for Stewart. And out of bounds as the Heat gain possession. And the Heat making a change here. Jones is checked in. The Heat leading by 6. Inside. Here's Stanley. Wells grabs the miss.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Back to Daniels. There's the pick. Fires from deep. Miami grabs the miss. And this is the first time matched up with the Hornets this season.
And they usually came out on top when these two teams faced off last year. No surprise, they're the better team.
Yeah, and very tough to beat when they're playing up to their capabilities. That's why they're one of the top teams in the league.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Yeah, the half and half balls are going their way, and that's really a function of effort and intensity. You know, the ball doesn't discriminate. Whoever goes and gets it, that's who owns it. A super high percentage shot there. You just can't allow him to get that close.
And so the first quarter is in the books. Heat lead by 4. We'll be back shortly live from... Substitution.
Slow the gas, MP. Get in there.
Here's Z. Another one goes. Incredible.
His legendary career continues very close to joining that top 5 all-time scoring list.
And really, that list is the who's who of NBA history. They've got Hill, and it's Kennedy in at the shooting guard position. So that's the lineup for Charlotte.
A tough start scoring the basketball, but they're starting to turn it around now.
Yeah, it looks like they've gained a little bit of confidence as the lid has come off the hoop.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, DA?
Hi, guys. Z in that last game against Brooklyn put on a show. He picked up 39 points, and as you may have guessed with him, a lot of those were on the 3-ball. And those are big numbers he put up. It's hard to match, but he'll be aiming high again tonight. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. You're right. He was a one-man wrecking crew in that one.
Yeah, he was not going to let them lose that game. We'll see if he comes in with that same attitude tonight.
Yeah, you know, every night's different. They may try to double him, might force him to adjust, or force him to make plays with the pass instead. We'll see.
Yeah, they've raised their shooting percentage in this quarter, and they're starting to get on track.
And they're starting to heat up is what they're doing. They're on fire. I mean, that's what they need to climb back into this game.
And I would not be surprised to see them double him up here.
Daniels, he's checked in for Charlotte. The Heat have made their only other free throw attempt today in an earlier trip to the line. Kennedy, it's blocked. 1:15 left in the first half. Pass to Z. Scored the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
Ukocha, defended by Jones. 3-pointer. And Jones pulls it down. Clock management. This is where they can get a 2-for-1.
And Kevin, every opportunity counts.
Z can't get it to go.
I still can't believe that one didn't fall.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. Count it. And it's a 10-point Miami lead.
And unfortunately, we've seen a few too many of those. A lack of concentration, a turnover, and an easy bucket in transition.
Daniels kicks to Trent. Charlotte moving it around. Here's Kennedy. An 11-point game for him in the win against Philadelphia.
Yeah, but he was also a force on the defensive side. 2 block shots and also altered a ton of shots.
And so it's Miami bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. They're shooting the ball so well in this one. A great performance from the field. Back right after this.
Thanks for...
And you know, for that matchup with the Cavaliers, they'll have the advantage coming in. But it's not like they're infallible. I mean...
And circling back to the first half, things have not gone as planned for the Hornets.
If they think they'll win with this kind...
And that's all for us. Now it's time to send it back to Kevin Harlan for the beginning of the third quarter.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. And Clark, on average, free throw attempts are down a fair bit in the last 20, 25 years.
Yeah, I mean, from a fan perspective, I think you compare a field goal to a couple of free throws. It's obvious, though, which is more entertaining to watch. You want to see guys score the ball in live action.
And for Miami, look at who they've got out there. Jackson is out there with Z. Then it's Bam Adebayo. Then it's Jones. Here's Kennedy. Passed a little. It's up a three. Rebounded by Jackson.
And they hold a huge advantage on the backboard.
And that's been the key to this league. I mean, they've really dominated the glass.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash-mouth physical basketball, guys.
Now Little. He's looking for Trent and finds him. That one good for 2.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, he's looking at having a very big second half.
Here's Z. And that comes off the assist by Jones. Jones has got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Hornets trail by 12. Now Little. 7 points in the game. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. He's got 5.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Jackson has the open look. No good with the triple.
This offense's first miss after 3 straight makes to start the second half.
Driving inside.
Just rubbing it in their faces with that dunk.
He is never going to take his foot off the pedal.
And that's terribly demoralizing for a defense, guys. I mean, they know he's going to keep coming and coming and coming, and that they may not have an answer for it.
Here's Akacha. Rebound by the Heat. They host the Clippers after this game. That game marks the first half of a quick 2-game homestand. And it's Adebayo in the corner. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Hornets trail by 11. Ogie Adebayo came from very humble beginnings.
Yeah, raised by his mother. And Kevin, Bam's main motivation in life was to get her out of that trailer. He worked extremely hard, and now arguably a top 25 player.
And guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, you know, he might have gotten away with that a few years ago, but not anymore. No way. Now you've got to be stationary on those screens. No extra hips or elbows, or they'll call it.
Outside Hill. Fires the 3. It's hauled in by the Heat. Adebayo's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Here's Jones, and Jones slams it in.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
The Hornets have gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the third quarter. The wide open shot by Little. Charlotte again missing.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
There's the steal. 1:29 left in the third quarter of the game. Basket counts.
The ball distribution was there. I mean, outstanding work all the way around.
On the wing, Jones. Adebayo against Hill. Z the pass to Adebayo. Here's Z. That's in, coming off an assist from Adebayo. Z's got the lead up to 13 now for the Heat.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. He's been on fire lately. Let's take a look at your Eastern Conference Player of the Week, Z.
Well, he's been an absolute magician when the ball has been in his hands. There isn't any aspect of the offense that he hasn't contributed in, and it's been a pleasure to watch. I mean, unless you are an opposing coach, then his play has been a vivid nightmare.
Three-pointer, Daniels. It's hauled in by the Heat. There's 49 seconds left here in the third quarter.
Just rubbing it in their faces with that dunk.
He is never going to take his foot off the pedal.
And that's terribly demoralizing for a defense, guys. I mean, they know he's going to keep coming and coming and coming, and that they may not have an answer for it.
Here's a Katcha. Charlotte no good that time either.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Miami shooting their third free throw attempt of the game. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
And there's the whistle, 3-second violation.
And just a little too...
Going with a whole new group out there. The Hornets call time. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, during the break, I listened in on what the head coach of the Hornets was getting across in the huddle. Coach not happy with the team. He told them, come on, we have to value the basketball. We're just giving it away. We'll see if they listened. Guys?
Thank you, David. Adebayo passes to Z. Good ball movement here by the Heat. Adebayo kicks to Jones. Just 5 on the clock. To the paint. Here's Z. Off on the layup. Hornets trail by 14. We've got Little, and it's Kennedy in a 2-guard. So that's the lineup for Charlotte. Hill, no good. For Miami, they've gone 3 of 8 here in the fourth quarter. Jones finds Jackson. Out to the wing. Here's Z. A 3-ball. Traps in the tray. Z's got 16 here in the second half.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on.
Third minute of action now gone here in the fourth. Just a little. Here's the 3. That's in for his 5th field goal of the game. Makes him 5 for 12 so far.
How about dueling from long range, just going at each other?
Looks to me like there could be something personal taking place here.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
You know, fellas, 1 second quicker, and that's going the other way.
Here's Z. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Z's got 5 points in the quarter.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
And you know that's how it goes with him. I mean, his hot streaks, guys, don't last minutes. They last days.
Here's a Katcha. And a miss there on the triple. Miami leading by 16.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for Miami.
They never settled for mediocre shots.
And Kevin, they had great penetration this time out.
And so taking a look at their season record, this will be win number 31 on the year.
And once it becomes official, this win gives them a nice confidence boost against this team. They'll face them twice more this season.
The stats tell us that the winner of the first game is a big favorite to come out on top in the overall series.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Z.
And, you know, there was no stopping him tonight. Whenever he got the ball, he was looking to score, and rightly so.
So a whole new group on the floor now for Charlotte.
Substitution on the court.
54 seconds left in the game. Here's Stewart. From outside, off the mark. And here are the Heat now. They lead by 20. That's the most we've seen. Lays it up off the glass. 34 points for Z.
And it's just competing, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, once they got victory in their view, a huge injection of energy and a great run to finish it off.
Three-pointer, Daniels drains it from beyond the arc. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Z makes it off the glass.
Number 15.
Z's got 36.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
Boy, a fantastic performance. And I tell you something, you get roadkill, that's always a challenge in the NBA, no matter what. And they got it done.
Down low. Misses in close. And so Miami takes this one by a big margin.